Bam! We live, guys. How you doing, guys? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do this show every day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. And right now, you know, as you see in the title, so much FOMO all over the place. People are looking for altcoins. People are talking about altcoins, this altcoin, that altcoin, 100x, 2000x, you know, 1000x. Which is gonna pump more? What's gonna go? What's not gonna go? The big question is: are we late? Are we late, guys? Are we late to the party? Did we miss the legendary bottom of this bull run? When it comes to altcoins, I think we did, but I think there will be another chance. I'm going to explain to you why. Unfortunately, the very first day, because if you look at altcoins right now, it is really hard to find anything that's, you know, not total crap and still on the bottom, right? So literally everything that has any kind of utility, that has any kind of project going on, any kind of, you know, active Twitter, they already pump like 100%, 200%, 300%, like they are up a lot. You know, there are very few altcoins right now that have not pumped a lot. So people are saying like, when is the altcoin season? Altcoin season already started and it's already over, maybe. I'm sounding like Capo and Crypto saying, oh, it's over, it's gonna go down lower. But we're gonna look at that. We're gonna look at what we can expect, because the halving is not still here. Bitcoin pumped to 44k. Where is Bitcoin up here? Right now Bitcoin is down minus 1.3%, but it pumped to 44k up here. It's still not in our box yet, and I still believe that, you know, we will get the box. We will get to the box. Unfortunately, the trend is weakening, and the FOMO is too strong on altcoins, unfortunately. So what are we gonna do in this show today? We're gonna first look at, you know, what's happening in Bitcoin. We're gonna look at what's happening with Ethereum, and we're gonna try to figure out, will there be a pullback on altcoins? Because altcoins did a lot, big moves. They might continue pumping, and I'm going to show you the total 2 chart that a lot of people are looking at, which is quite interesting in my opinion. But unfortunately, you know, everybody wants that big dump. Now, I know for a fact that people that bought, you know, certain coins in previous, you know, bull market, altcoin market, they are right now trying to, you know, get back in, because I got friends, believe it or not. Actually, I don't have friends. My wife has friends, and her friends are, you know, FOMOing in on altcoins right now. Okay, one of her friends is FOMOing on one, but you know, I'm reading Twitter and I see other people also FOMOing in. So I know for a fact, but the fact that her friend is FOMOing in, and she's like big on, you know, meme coins. The fact that she's FOMOing in on stuff, it's getting me a little bit worried, right? 11.99, 12 bucks. How much dollarinos is that? $14, give or take. We gotta change the thing. $14. That's 76. Donations are going up. Mladen Petrov. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna use that to buy Realm. So they're FOMO in on altcoins, and I'm thinking like, you know, FOMO is never good. We wanna get in when nobody's getting in. We wanna get in on the fear, not on the FOMO. So right now, I think there might be a pullback. So like we said, in this video, we're gonna look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, what it's doing, EG about. EG already exploded like 100%. So goodbye. And we're gonna look at total market cap, and we're also gonna look at altcoins and try to figure out, will there be a pullback? Because we want that pullback, you know, to get cheap altcoins. Now, doesn't matter, and there is this one altcoin that I want to buy before, and it did 18x from the very weak bottom. It did 15x from the, you know, big bottom on the bottom side, and it did 10x on the breakout. And this coin is still only 5 million market cap. So even if I buy a 18x pump, I'm still getting a 10x at least in 2025. But you know, it would be nice to get it very cheap. That said, I talked to my wife. We still have some money to invest, and we have been waiting for you know, this move towards upside. We said, I told her, like, you know, we're gonna wait for the move towards the upside. There will be a pullback eventually. On the pullback, we're gonna, you know, deploy the rest of the money, and that's gonna you know, go on to you know, to the retail top. So we are waiting to deploy that money, and we are still waiting for a pullback on Bitcoin. It might not come. It might be a very grave, you know, mistake. It can happen, but the way I see it, the pullback or the move down has to come before we have a big move. So oftentimes you will see coins going towards upside. They will have a big dump, fear dump, and then they will go. So we are looking for this move towards the downside. And she said very well, because in the last bull market, she always, every time you know, she goes, because she doesn't watch the charts, she watches coin market cap, just like, you know, Crypto Russ and, you know, other, you know, YouTube channels that are watching fundamentals. She watches the crypto market, and every time she sees that, you know, some altcoins are down like 20-30%, she's like, you know what, we should buy. Because she learned that every time it goes down like 20-30% the bull market, you buy, you know, and a couple of days later or a couple of weeks later, it's up like 200%. So we're gonna be listening to her this time. And when we get this, you know, big dump on the altcoins, which has to happen, because you gotta get out, because right now there is too much FOMO. You gotta get out of, you gotta get these weekends out. You gotta reset the market a little bit. You gotta chill it down a little bit. And when that happens, that's when we're gonna buy. And I'll run it all the way up to the 2025. At least buy the dip strategy. Exactly, buy the dip strategy. When everybody's in fear, we're gonna buy. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I still have a bags full of my, you know, ready to go, which I'm not selling yet. But the rest of the capital is gonna be allocated on the dip. Crypto Russ. 10 franc. How much is a franc? I don't know. 140. That's 14 more bucks. 28. Yeah, 14 more bucks. Thanks, man. Crypto Russ. Donations are coming in. We are going towards the million, guys. We are going towards the million. It's happening, guys. 80, 90. 290 bucks now. Very nice. Very nice. How's everybody doing in the chat before we start? Devi. Morning, man. Morning. How you doing? XRP Legend is back in the chat. Fomo. Mlaren, 11.99. Ijo about to explode. Crypto Russ, this is his first super chat. This year into TLI. Good morning, how you doing, man? Yeah, I bought TLI coin. TLI is a shit coin. Andrew Silla, good morning, how you doing? Hey, please do a review on Gal Talk. No, thank you. But I might check it out, because, you know, it is really, you know, Garl token, you know, whatever the Garl is. What is Garl token? There is no such thing as Gar. Is Garl or Gary? Gary token. Gary token. Yeah, it's up to it's up too much. It's up too much. Like from the bottom, it's up like, you know, 6x. Up here is, you know, up something like, you know, 2x. And how much is the market cap on this thing? Gary token. Gary network. It's still a low market cap, 12 million, but you know, there's still that. There is that. No bottom anymore. It's already in last year on alts this year. There's always something at bottom. It's always something at bottom, but it's not always something good at the bottom. I mean, there is always something. Yes, I do agree. There is this coin called Easy Coin, EasyFi. But you know, I'm like, you know, am I really gonna buy this thing? You know, over here, it is down at, you know, 0.03. I have this line at 0.01 because I like this. You know, it's a Gate.io. I don't want to touch that exchange. If you haven't noticed, Crypto has like 200,000 on Gate.io. He tried to get his money back for 6 months and still hasn't gotten his money back. And then he made a video about, you know, how Gate.io is crap. So guys, don't use Gate.io exchange for whatever reason. It sounds very scammy. So there is that. But yeah, there is definitely things on the bottom, but are we really gonna buy just because it's on the bottom? Like, you know, and let's see up here, EasyFi. The market cap is below 1 million. So, you know, maybe it might do something. I don't know. But there is definitely... Checking my connection good. Probably stealing my money. I got list... Eju got list on Bybit. There you go. Lending protocol for digital assets, lending, farming. But they can, I mean, but look here, they're using, you know, no, there we go. It takes a little bit time to load. Looks nice. Maybe easy 5 is a thing. I don't know. Maybe easy 5 is a thing. Enter app. Do they have a nice app? Easy 5 network. I don't know what this is. But you know, it does look like it's on the bottom, right? So we can definitely buy Easy 5 for whatever reason. I mean, we can definitely, I mean, the top up here was at 34 bucks and right now it's 0.03 bucks. It is definitely, you know, very, very low. But you know, I don't know if this thing is gonna go up. I mean, I think it's gonna go up. I think everything is gonna go up. And they got something that works. They got DApp. They got, you know, lending. It's a, you know, whatever thing. Can it do a 10x? I mean, it can really do it. Like it can just pop for whatever reason. I mean, it's down so much. I mean, it's one of these coins that's down like, you know, I don't know how much it's down, but it's down pretty much like 99%, 99.9%, right? So... So whether this is a good buy or not, I don't know. I'm not chilling this. I haven't bought this. Like it down here was 99.94%. So I understand. There is definitely stuff on the bottom. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit unsure whether this is a good thing or a bad thing because everything else already pumped like 100-200%. Everything that was good since October, September pumped already. And I just wrote in the chat, this is gonna haunt me until, you know, for the next 6 years until we get the next bear market bottom and I actually buy at the right time. The same thing like it happened in, you know, over here. The same thing like happened over here. Like this has been haunting me ever since this bottom over here. Right, the capitulation button on Bitcoin. So this move down here, I did not see that, you know, the first time around. I wasn't that experienced. I did not know what to believe, what to expect. I could not read the charts that well. But you know, the fact that I, you know, failed to see this up here, the fact that I failed to see this move down here and stuff like that, you know, it did haunt me all the way up here. When we got to the market bottom again, right? Because this time I got it right? This time I failed to see, this time I got it right. And right now, on altcoins over here right now, if you see altcoins up here, I failed to see this bleeding towards downside. But right now I see it, and this is gonna, you know, haunt me, you know, for the next 6 years until I actually get it right. So, you know, that's how life works. Unfortunately, sometimes I'm a little bit late. So we're gonna try to figure out whether this move is gonna have a move towards downside. So this actually looks extremely nice. For example, this is Polkadot. Can this just continue towards upside up here? I mean, definitely can, for whatever reason. A lot of altcoins are like this right now. They are hitting above these major levels of support, resistance. They have been tapping at right now. They're going towards upside. And there is no divergence up here because it's going slow. As you can see up here on the weekly time frame, there is no divergence on the RSI. You know, price is going towards upside, RSI is going towards upside. There is no reason to dump actually towards downside up here. But we still hope, you know, for whatever reason, it's going to do this and then go towards upside. And we're going to look at Ethereum chart and see why that might be actually the case. Lending defeats the purpose of that stride book and not much narrative for these chains in this bull. Yeah, I'm thinking as well. I mean, DeFi was, you know, 2021, you know, narrative. So, you know, what's gonna be the next one? I do not know. So, you know, there might be that. So that's why I'm saying, like, there are definitely coins on the bottom, but what kind of coins are those? Buy as much snack as you can. Into the cosmos. Maybe that's the case. Snack. What is snack? Snacks on MaxC. Everything is on MaxC. Yeah, thank you for telling me on the you know, after a 5x pump. But maybe it has low market cap. If its market cap is still below 1 million, you know, I'm gonna get it. You know, let's check out the market cap on Snack. It's 37 million, so I'll pass on that one. Maybe if it comes down again. What do you think about ICP? That in bear, Vitalik Buterin acknowledges Definity and it was rugged by SBF. I have absolutely no clue what happens with ICP. The only thing I know about ICP is that it started high, like you know what. It started high, like you know what. Like this is a weekly time frame. I mean, I remember it when it was up here at $600 or $700, something like that. I mean, you know, it was, you know, it started just bleeding towards downside immediately. You know, the very first move. Let's find a better chart. ICP USDT. Which chart was better? I think Polynex up here has a better chart. This is $9. No, ICP USDT. It's always hard to find these, you know, good. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and just find ICP up here, because they just give you all, you know, the full chart, all up here. You know, it was very, very high. I think it was 500-600 or something like that, and it just started bleeding slowly towards downside up here. All right, it just started bleeding. It's been bleeding forever. I mean, of course, it has some certain pumps, but it's bleeding. And right now, it's at $4.9. Sitting at 2.2 billion market cap still. You know, so God knows how much market cap was up here at the top. 37 billion market cap. So you know, but I do not know. The only thing I know is that, you know, a coin, you know, has 2.2 billion market cap. I do not want to buy any coin. Doesn't matter what kind of coin it is. If it has 2.2 billion market cap right now, when everything is below 100 million, you know, good coins, stuff like that, right? Below a billion, and you got something that's 2.2 billion. Like, how much upside there is, right? So this is one of these coins that I do not think it's gonna, you know, break the all-time high unless something changes, because I don't see any kind of hype. I don't see people talking about it. People who are bag holding, just like they were bag holding XRP since 2017, they are talking about it. But nobody else is talking about ICP saying, oh, this is a good buy. You know, nobody cares about ICP because it's 2.2 billion market cap. Went from, you know, $400 down to $5. It's still $5, but still, you know, 2 billion market cap. So, you know, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. I'm not fundamentalist. Go watch Crypto Russ and hear what he has to say about ICP. But, you know, at this point, everything comes down to, you know, how many X's can you do? How many X's can you get? Right? If you buy something now, what is the upside, the target, you know, what is the upside for this thing over here right now? That's all it is. So buying something that's, you know, 2-3 billion, like, yes, it's a good thing. You know, Ethereum is a good thing, but, you know, you're not getting, unless you got unless you got like a couple of $billion, and my trading view started crashing. I don't know why. Unless you got a couple of $1 billion to invest, and you need something with a huge market cap to allocate money, you need some liquidity where you can buy and sell. You know, these Bitcoins are not for you. You know, if you got like $1,000, you know, you're buying a Bitcoin that has, you know, 3, 4, you know, 2x, 3x upside potential until 2025. You know, you're gonna start with $1,000 and with $3,000 at the end of the day. So we are in crypto because of the chance of, chance to make big bucks. So it doesn't make any sense to buy anything with a high market cap right now, because we are at the bottom. And we don't have billions and billions of dollars. If you have billions of dollars, I'm probably not the channel you should be watching. I'm just saying that right now. But I do appreciate if you have billions of dollars and you're watching my channel. What's up, the noob? How you doing? I wish every TLR viewer so much love and happiness in their life. Butin, what's up? What's up? This just only 30 million market cap. We got 55 million plus easy is cheap. Yeah, I mean, everything is cheap. I got more husky though. Nice. So let's start the day with Bitcoin. What's happening on Bitcoin? And my trading view started sketchy. Let me just do a quick reset on the trading view, and we'll be back. Where is the 5 minutes waiting stuff? Let's just do this. Just a second, guys. I need to reset my trading view because for some reason it just started bugging out. Let me see up here. Click this, click that. Open it up. And do we have it live? Is it loading? Why is it buggy right now? It cannot be buggy right now. I mean, guys, I think the stream is finished. Unfortunately, nothing is loading. Is it just me, or where is my phone, by the way? I don't have the phone. Do you guys have the phone? Can you check if the trading view, you know, is working? Because it's not working for me. Is the trading view working for you guys? Or is all trading view down? Did they hate the trading view? It's working. So only mine is not working. Got them. Okay, let me do a double check. Just a second, guys. Okay, let's close that. Let's close everything. No, let's not close everything. Let's close only some of the things. Let me go over here. Let me go over here. Close that. We can close that. We can close that. We can close that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Unfortunately, not that. We have done with that. We are not doing that right now. We can do that. We can do that. That is done. Over here, we can close that. We can close this. We can close the bubbles. We can actually watch, but you know, we can look at it. Okay, and is there anything else we can close? Yeah, we can close this. And what more can we close? Maybe this is the thing. I'm gonna close all of these. Yeah, we don't need those and those. Okay, let's try it again. Maybe it works. And we live. Nice. No, we're not quite live. Why that's not working? There. I mean, we got some kind of charts. This tab is not working. This tab is working. This tab is working. Working. All of the tabs are working, but this tab is not working. Maybe the tab is closed without saving. Save and close. Save and close. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there is a new tab. It's good. Let's go over here and let's go to this one, and there we go. Okay, we're live. We good. We good. Let me just turn off the heat. Pro always pumping and dumping and they won't hide it. Nice tia today. So there we go. Okay, the trading view is back up again. I don't know what was the problem, but you know, sometimes, you know, sketchy things do happen. And what we're gonna look at right now is this move towards upside. Unfortunately, as you can see up here, this move broke towards downside. So we had you know, this parabolic move up here, starting, you know, going towards upside up here. Unfortunately, the parabolic move is losing momentum, and that is actually a good thing because we right now know that this is pretty much over, right? So the momentum is getting lost. It can do this move up here and towards upside, which I think, you know, it's gonna do that because, you know, no top is going like this and, you know, goes down here and then it just continues going towards downside. Oftentimes you get these, you know, big pumps up here, and this big pump will get big Fomo, you know, in again. Because this big pump up here will be 10% pump if it does happen, right? If you pull back a little bit up here, you know, go sideways and then pump up the resistance level and then go towards downside up here. I mean, this is very normal move. Oftentimes you will see some kind of trend slowly climbing, right? And then break that trend, and then you get that retest, right? That retest happens, you know, doesn't matter how steep the line is. So if you have something that's very, very steep, you can, you know, you can technically break the trend, and then you retest that steep line, and then you retest this steep line, and then go down, maybe something like a little bit. Then you maybe try to retest that again, or maybe there's some kind of other line, you retest that, and you go down. But basically, the trend is slowly, you know, getting weaker and weaker, and goes towards downside, which is kind of expected. Because over here right now we have a huge Fomo right now on our hands, and Bitcoin is going towards the target that's 45 to 46k levels. So we still believe that, you know, 46k levels are gonna get hit because reasons, and but you know, it looks very, very toppy up here. So you know, it's only on the small time frames we are losing the trend. I mean, if you look here on the big time frames, we are not losing the trend. The daily trend is still intact. It's still going towards upside up here. If you just technically this line up here should be, oh, this is the line, but you know, I don't think we should be drawing lines like this over here. But let's say this is some kind of daily trend line. I mean, we are still in the daily trend, right? So it can do this move up here. It can do, you know, do something like this, and then drop towards downside. So this is only the 4-hourly trend that's losing a little bit momentum up here. So it's not quite over, but on the small time frames we are already getting the sign of weakness. So this fast trend up here is getting weaker because we are breaking that trend towards downside. So that's why Bitcoin is down 1.4%. Now 1.4% is not much, but when you are pumping this much and the candles are 5-6% towards upside, the dumps are gonna also be big. Now let's go to Ethereum a little bit, because over here there's also there are too many lines. I get that, so I'm gonna remove a couple of lines up here. We're gonna remove a couple lines, but these are nice lines, right? So what you're seeing here is this trend that we are in right now. There are a couple of resistance level up here. This over here is monthly. There is the next resistance level at 2.7, and then it's 3.3, 3.5 levels up here. The big question is this gonna pull back towards downside over here, or are we just gonna break that, then pull down, and then go towards upside? Doesn't matter how you look at this over here on the Ethereum. The halving is at March, right? So we can still pull back over here and still go after that. I mean, this up here was a big move. The moving averages are not quite there yet. So just consolidating up here and then going towards upside can also happen, right? But this halving up here is still in play. There is nothing that's telling us right now that halving is not in play. So, are we gonna go, and here is the big thing, right? Because I do not know, right? So we are at, Bitcoin is at resistance level, and right now when it starts doing, Bitcoin comes to resistance level, and once it starts doing this part up here, altcoins start pumping, right? So the big question is, are altcoins gonna do this move up here, everything gonna explode and then pull back towards downside, or is everything just gonna slowly turn towards downside, do the move, and then towards the upside, right? But as you can see up here, Ethereum is at some kind of resistance level. It hasn't broken it, and unfortunately I don't think this resistance level is gonna get broken, because this is very, very speedy move towards upside. It extended from the moving averages. Let me just go a little bit back. It's extended from the moving averages, and let's look at extensions. It's not that extended, but it's a little bit extended up here from the moving averages. You can see down here extensions. It's a little bit extended from the moving averages, and every time you get to these extensions, you pull back. So you don't want to extend into the resistance level over here, because it's very, very hard to break that. So the way I see it, for example, on Ethereum right now, we are extended and we are hitting major resistance level. This line over here is also monthly line. I'm going to show you that. You can see down here, that's also monthly resistance level. So we are extended into the monthly resistance level at the same time as we are hitting the top of the channel trend line. So everything right now is telling me that right now there will be curvature, pullback, or FOMO and big dump before we move towards upside. Which brings me to the next point, altcoins. Ethereum is not an altcoin, but altcoins are altcoins, right? AVAX is an altcoin, right? For example, I'm just clicking random coins. Really doesn't matter which kind of coin I take, right? So the question is, this is Polkadot. The question is, are they gonna do this next move towards upside, right? Are they gonna do the next move towards upside? Because if you look up here, I mean, everything is being broken, right? This trend over here is being broken. If you pull it a little bit towards downside, it's not. Depends on how you draw the line. Maybe this trend over here is still intact. Maybe this trend up here is still intact. If you do something like this up here, technically it's not intact, but it depends which lines you're gonna use. Let's go a little bit higher time frames up here. Then pick the this one and this one, that's still intact. This one and this one, with the resistance level. This monthly 20 moving average, we are at the resistance level. The big question is whether there will be a move towards upside, because like we just saw over here, there is momentum loss. This is my own indicator, TL overextension indicator. There is a momentum loss, but on the RSI there is no momentum loss. RSI still goes towards upside. RSI is still going towards upside up here. And there is no momentum loss on the RSI, but can this still for whatever reason pull back? I mean, technically it can, right? Some kind of double top pulls back up here and stuff like that, right? And the same thing goes over here, 2024 March up here, that's the halvening. Are altcoins gonna do this move up here and then pull back, or are they just gonna start pulling back up here already right now with Bitcoin? But I think there might be another move towards upside, and the reason for that is there is so much FOMO. So I think there might be another move towards upside, but I'm a little bit unsure. There is this chart called Total 2 chart, crypto market cap without excluding Bitcoin. So this is crypto market cap but without Bitcoin. Is it Total 3? Total 3 is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, so two big ones, right? So this crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And over here we are still not out of it. If you look at Total 2, we are kind of out of the you know, lines up here. We are out of it, right? Because if you look how this actually played out previously in 2020, you know, as soon as we were out on the other side up here towards upside, we pull back, retest that line and continue towards upside, right? And right now this is something like that is happening. We are out of that. So, you know, are we gonna get another move up here like we did last time and then pull back into the line and then go towards upside? So everybody wants this pullback, but nobody knows when the pullback is gonna come. Nobody. But let's look at Total 3, and I don't think Total 3 without Bitcoin Ethereum is quite there just yet. Let's see up here. Let's go to the bigger time frame because, you know, we like bigger time frames. And this is the, you know, top up here, and that broke out. Once it broke out, just consolidated, but it consolidated for like, you know, it after the breakout it went up 1 month, and then you had like 2 months sideways and then continued towards upside, right? And this over here doesn't seem that it's broken. I mean, it is technically getting broken right now. Like over here it gets broken and then it continues a little bit more towards upside. Continues a little bit more towards upside, and then you have this, you know, pullback up here, and then to you know, a continuous move towards upside after that, right? Because the halvening is right up here, so everything is playing like, you know, it should be play out if you are following the 4-year cycles. And then again, I'm saying again, there is no reason to believe that, you know, 4-year cycles are not gonna play out. But the Fomo is too great up here, so I'm still waiting for this, you know, pullback. And you can see up here also. But we still have 24 days left, so this candle up here is not yet done. So this candle can actually be a lot higher than the previous candle. But once candles start becoming smaller than the previous candle, you know, that's also a sign of losing the momentum, right? So if you have something that goes something like this, you know, small candle, bigger candle, bigger candle, bigger candle, bigger candle, you know, huge candle, you know, and then you have you know, smaller candles up here, you know, this is sign of weakness. It doesn't mean that it's the top, but it shows signs of weakness. And these signs of weakness can come in, you know, several forms. You can have RSI divergence, that's sign of weakness. You can have overextensions, that's also sign of weakness, especially when it starts. You can look at MACD, you know, when price is going towards upside, MACD is losing, you know, MACD goes towards upside, and then it starts at the top losing momentum. That's also sign of weakness. So there is a lot of these signs of weakness. But one of these signs of weakness is when you start getting these small candles at the top, right? You see it often, like big candles, and then it starts getting small candles at the top. It doesn't have to be that way, but you know, it could be one of the signs of weakness where we get, you know, see big candles and then, you know, get a smaller candles, you know, signs of the top, signs of top. You don't want to get smaller candles after big candles, right? So you want to have a bigger candle, bigger candle, and still 24 days left, so this candle is not closed yet. Up here on the weekly time frame, you'll see up here that we didn't have these smaller candles. We just had dodges, and right now we continue towards upside. But you know, after these, you know, big candle, huge candle, right now we're getting this dodgy indecision. What's gonna happen next? And right now, you know, too much foam up here. Are we gonna continue? Or are we just gonna, you know, break the trend over here towards downside, do something like this, and then, you know, pull back a little bit before we actually go towards upside? So, altcoins, and this is Kaspa. Kaspa's breaking the trend. Inchcoin up here, also doing this, you know, double top up here towards upside up here. You know, and right now I think a lot of people are living in the hopium, right? If you haven't noticed, they are buying the tops on altcoins because they have no other choice. They have not been buying the bottoms, so they are buying the tops. Right now when they're buying the tops, there is a lot of hopium in play, right? So the videos that do well on YouTube right now, those are like the, you know, the target for the Dogecoin, the target for the Inge, the target for Kaspa, you know, price prediction 2025, how high can this thing go? right? And everybody's making these kind of videos, and these videos will play out very well. You know, you can get thousands and thousands of views on these videos. Unfortunately, people that watch these videos are people that FOMO'd in at the top. And you will see a lot, and if you try to read, you know, X or Twitter, you will see a lot of people in, I would say, delusion, because they are talking about insane targets on altcoins. And anything that's even slightly bearish that you might mention, they don't like you, right? So we still believe in 2025 bull run top. But we gotta know that when the FOMO becomes huge, that there might comes a pullback. Now, I would like this to continue towards upside like everybody else. I got bags, guys. I got bags. But it would be good for market if we chill the F down a little bit, right? It would be good for the market. And we gotta get out, you know, the weekends. So this is the weekly. And you can see up here, I mean, just explode towards upside. This is a rune. It went up, it make a high up here. There's probably some kind of divergence up here. Let's check that out. Of course there is divergence. I mean, look at the chart. The momentum up here is going towards downside. This Sunday, let's squeeze these levels up here. Weekly. Is there a weekly divergence on the chart? There is actually no weekly divergence on the chart up here. 3-day has a huge divergence up here on the chart. But there is bullish divergence below that again, right? But you can see up here on the top, right? It's still continuing towards upside, but the momentum up here is losing speed. There is divergence up here. So it is, you know, kind of sucker's rally up here at the top. I mean, it did the move. It did the move of, you know, 4x, 5x. 400%, that's 5x. It did the move of 5x. Right now, it's doing this distribution move up here, which needs to pull back and get everybody out, right? Because, you know, nobody bought it down here. Then they saw this up here and they were scared to buy. And then they saw this breakout and they want to get in, but they were waiting for pullback. Then it just exploded up here, and right now they're FOMO in at the top, right? But once they're FOMO in at the top, you know, you get this, you know, weakness, and it pulls back. So like I said, even though I want to buy altcoins right now, I really want to do that. Like, I'm just watching like what is on the literal bottom still. I think there will become another chance to buy altcoins. And even though Bitcoin up here has a small move towards downside, I still believe it's gonna go to 46k. I still believe that altcoins are gonna do, you know, doesn't matter what kind of altcoin you take. I still think that these altcoins will do another, you know, move up here towards upside, which might be, you know, very last moves when everybody FOMOs in, and then we get, you know, the crash towards downside where we actually have a second chance to buy altcoins. But you know, now or you buy higher. No lol. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't buy now, you have to buy high. That's what everybody's telling everybody, right? You gotta buy now. You gotta buy the FOMO. It's gonna parabolic. It's end. But we haven't even done the halving, guys. We haven't even done the halving. Can we just continue towards the parabolic, towards the stop right now? Technically we can, but I don't want to be one of those guys. He's starting, that's why. That's you, dude. Nah, John Wick. I don't believe it. Gotta take the risk. I mean, the risk is very low right now. Really, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is Kava. You're still in an accumulation zone, right? You're still in an accumulation zone. It really doesn't matter where you buy. I mean, technically it doesn't matter where you buy. It really matters where you buy. Because, you know, this move up here to the all-time high on Kava is 15x, right? But if you buy right now, you're not getting 15x, right? If you buy right now, you are only getting, you know, 10x. So, you know, it's 5x difference. And if you wait a little bit up here at the top, you're only getting 5x. You're not getting 15x, you're getting 5x, right? And if you buy the breakout, you're getting even less, only maybe 5x or something like that. I mean, it's still gonna be in profit. That's not, you know, everybody buying right now is gonna be in profit if it can hodl for a long time. not a financial advice. It might be, you know, World War III and end of the civilization as we know it, and everything might go down. You know, financial market might crash, and you know, shit might hit the fan. But the way we read the charts, you know, it's all about buying as low as you can. That's all I'm saying. And the axes do matter. How high you can actually buy, how low can you actually buy. And this doesn't, and when you look at accumulation phase over here, this over here does not look like it's gonna just pull back again, like you're gonna get another chance of buying down here. No, like it's very unlikely it's gonna pull back. Although I do hope it's gonna pull back, it's kind of unlikely, because you can see up here this line over here. This up here is the move up here. It broke through that into this area, pull back, held that area. This has major support level. Then it broke that through again. You got the second chance. This was first chance. This is the second chance. And now, right now, for whatever reason, we believe that, you know, it's gonna pull back again. It doesn't have to pull back. We can have this move up here, and then we can pull back. But the pullback is gonna be not gonna be as high, as low as this part over here. You know, not to talk about, you know, will it ever get it down here, because I don't know how this, you know, will do this and then moved up, will do this move up here and then move up, or it's just gonna do like, you know, instant move through the resistance level, because over here there's a resistance, you know, this over here is a support. These were legendary buys for Kava, right? And if you didn't buy this legendary buy 0.05, you know, you gotta, you know, buy right now. Everything is up 2, 3x, 4x, 1x, 50, 60, 70%. I don't think it's that high. It might be just me. You too bearish all the time. I'm not bearish, man. I'm just becoming bearish right now when Bitcoin is hitting 46k. And I regret not buying, you know, in September, October. But buying like buying Kava right now. This if you look at the moving averages over here, I mean, it's doing very nice move. It broke the 50 moving average, pulled back into 1020. Like, why should you get another move down to 1020? This just gonna close up here and just gonna continue up here towards the upside, and then maybe a pullback. We are still 5 months away from the halvening, so you know, eventually there will be a pullback, but will it come right now? I do not know. I do not believe it's gonna come right now. But the FOMO is high though. The FOMO is high, and it is really scary buying right now. Hex, please no. No hex, man. Anyways, guys, you know, that's the only thing I want to talk about. I don't think the Bitcoin top is reached quite yet. We're still waiting for 46k. This doesn't look like a top to me, so you know, there's that. But if it does this move up here and, you know, springs very fast towards the 46, 50, you know, 50k levels, that might be the case. And right now altcoins are, let's look at the dominance as well. The dominance is stopping up here. Right now we had, you know, this is the 4-hourly dominance, the weekly dominance. I mean, the trend does look broken though. I mean, we're drawing the trend like this over here, but I think the trend is already broken. Let me redraw the lines, because this line is not actually that legit, because this over here was the trend. This was the trend, then it broke, and right now it's retesting that trend. So the line should go somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. So let's try to drawing that line. So I think the trend already broken. Right now we're just retesting that line. Double retest, probably some kind of divergence up here at the top. There's divergence up here at the top. So this is gonna go towards downside right now. And as soon as the next trend over here is broken, I mean, altcoin season might actually start right now. So if this starts pulling back while Bitcoin goes towards the upside, there is altcoin season for you. But it's the last part of altcoin season, because altcoins are already up like 5, 6x, whatever. Buy low, sell high. Okay guys, that's it for me. Thank you for stopping by. This was Bitcoin Daily. A little bit bearish, not so much bearish. I am stupidly bullish. I want the pullback. But I hate the FOMO. I want to buy down low when nobody else is buying. I mean, that's the best feeling. I did buy, you know, 2 coins very low. Nobody's talking about these coins, but you know, when they start doing, you know, 20, 30x, they'll be talking about the coins. But I do like buying very, very low, and I hate buying when people are talking about stuff like, people are talking about Dogecoin, people are talking about Shiba. Cardano is on everybody's lips right now because it did like 6% yesterday. So, you know, you don't want to buy Cardano. You want to buy something nobody's talking about, right? So you try to find these coins, but you know, like we said, we are 2 months late, guys. We are 2 months late, and this is gonna eat me until the next bear market when I get it right. But literally every coin up here in September, you know, September, October, literally every coin, doesn't matter what kind of coin, September, October, that was the bottom for altcoins, guys. That was the bottom for altcoins. September, October. Every single altcoin started from the September, October. Doesn't matter what kind of altcoin. I'm just clicking random altcoins over here on my charts. September, October. Literally every altcoin did this move. Now this is the initial move. This is the first move. Are we gonna get second move pullback and then the big move, or are we just gonna get this initial move pullback and then the second move? There is also a reason why this should not pull back, because there are people like me that want pullback, right? I want a pullback, but maybe that pullback never comes. You understand? Maybe that pullback never comes. So I could be wrong. But that said, I'm still gonna buy altcoins, maybe even today, maybe tomorrow, on the FOMO, and I'm gonna buy an altcoin that did, you know, 18x, 15x from the bottom, 10x from the breakout, but it's low market cap. I want to buy this coin a long time before, but you know, there is that. I'm buying altcoins, even though I believe that, you know, it might go dump or pump, but I'm buying based on, you know, yes, there is much FOMO, but everybody's waiting for a pullback. Yes, there is much FOMO, but people are buying FOMO and it needs to pull back. So I'm a little bit unsure. I hope you got something out of this, guys. Enjoy the day. And, you know, just know that the FUD is not real. And by the way, there was also this order thing that pumped like crazy, and it dumped, right? So it went up here, you know, it went 20x. This was a 20x move. 20x move towards the top. Then it dumped over here on the news that ordinals are dead. Then it pumped up here higher, you know, retesting the trend, and right now going again towards the downside, right? So everybody, oh, it's pumping, so everybody FOMO'd in back again, but it's still dumping towards the downside. Scam pump at the end of the day. I'm a little bit unsure whether ordinals are done or not. What Bitcoin, yeah, if you haven't been following, what Bitcoin developers are saying is that they are gonna fix the, you know, patch up Bitcoin, so ordinals are no longer gonna be able to be created on the chain, which basically means that ordinals are dead. Alright, because they think that ordinals are an exploit of Bitcoin and not a feature of Bitcoin. So they're gonna fix ordinals. But then somebody said in the chat, it just might be so that no new coins are gonna be able to be minted on or created on the chain. But altcoins are still gonna be there. And I think, I mean, altcoins are still gonna be there, but are they gonna be traded? Are they gonna be, you know, they're gonna be scarce? I get that. But you know, what's gonna happen next with the coins? I'm a little bit unsure about that. So, you know, when it comes to ordinals, I do not know what to believe, because right now chart is telling me, you know, it went up 20x, and right now you're having this, you know, weakness in price. You're having a lot of FUD, so this looks like, yeah, to me it's gonna, you know, maybe there's another move up here and then goes down, but you know, it's already curving. It's already curving. Or it has a shit ton of volume, low key. I mean, just like Luna pumped like 300–400%. How much did Luna pumped? You know, dead coins pump all the time. Dead coins pump all the time. Why? Because they're still on chain. They're still tradable. You can still do stuff with them. They pump all the time. Dead coins pump. Zero utility, they pump. Why? Because somebody, you know, it's easy to, you know, manipulate them. And people don't know which coin is, you know, dead, which is not dead. So they're buying whatever. They're seeing, you know, green candles and they're FOMO into the green candles. So dumb money is giving, you know, smart money the money, or manipulators the money. So there is that. Crypto Russ, Mladen Petrov, thank you for the donations, man. I appreciate it. We are 290 bucks, you know, up on the $1 million donation goal. Thank you for that. Everybody else, have a nice day. I'm gonna go and buy coins. But it's scary, I gotta tell you guys. Buying coins is scary, so you gotta have a long-term hodling, you know, perspective. You have to look long-term, like 2025. So even if it dumps, you gotta think like it's gonna come back up. Because if you buy something on FOMO, hade bra chef, hade bra man. Even if you buy something on FOMO, you gotta know that there will be a pain period when it dumps. Okay, outro. Where is my outro? There you go. Bye bye.